Hello everyone, Ace here, and today let's do something of a follow-up with regards to the account that was impersonating me on Twitter. Now for those of you who don't know, this was something that I covered back in April. And while this imposter account did violate Twitter's rules, I made it very clear that instead, my wish was to see this imposter account used as a means to advertise my channel by having willing viewers send reply tweets with links to this channel. Now of course I did promise to provide you all more news should any come, and it most certainly has. For a start, it appears that the imposter may have shut down the fake account of their own accord, presumably fed up with being utilized as an advertisement for my channel, which is clearly not what they had in mind. Of course, to be fair, that particular Twitter account was inactive for quite some time, so why the individual in question decided to only now remove that account is anyone's guess. However, that is not where the story ends, because it appears that the Twitter handle was picked up by yet another individual, who has, by the way, chosen to change the Twitter handle, meaning that the account is no longer impersonating me. So you may now be wondering how exactly I know this is the same account. And the answer is actually quite simple. Because the tweets that you, the viewers, have posted advertising this YouTube channel are still up, but they are now adding the new handle. But let's now move on to what the new owner of that particular account is doing with it. And simply put, they're now utilizing it as a means to go after John Phipps, the woke Marine turned journalist who's become somewhat infamous for using his dead battle buddies as a soapbox upon which to stand because he values their memory so little. As you could probably tell, I do not have the best opinion of John Phipps. And so I will say that that particular account does have my blessing to criticize John Phipps for things that he has done. That said, I do have to provide some critiques here, specifically because the individual running that particular account is saying things that are simply not true, such as claiming that John Phipps never saw combat. And to be honest, as far as I can tell, it appears that John Phipps has seen at least some combat, although it is most certainly true that Mr. Phipps has embellished his service record, something that I have covered on this channel, but saying that he has never seen combat at all is simply not true. Another criticism that this particular individual levies against John Phipps is that he is a war criminal, which to their credit does appear to be by John Phipps' own reasoning, because John Phipps claims that the war in Iraq was an illegal war. And given that this is the case, then I could see why someone could try to make the argument that John Phipps merely participating in that aforementioned conflict could itself be considered an illegal act by John's own standards. That said, I don't believe that the reasoning behind why that particular argument is being made has been solidified enough by the individual running the account. Basically, if you want to make that argument that this is by John's own reasoning, then you do have to specifically explain that your accusations are based very specifically on Mr. Phipps' own worldview. And outside of that, like I said, there's plenty of other things to criticize Mr. Phipps for, such as the aforementioned fact that he uses his dead battle buddies as a soapbox. That in and of itself is far worse than John participating in a war that he believed to be illegal. That said, allow me to wrap things up by stating that I will of course be providing links in the description below to the new account, as well as one of the videos that I have made on John Phipps, to satiate the curiosity of those who want to know more. But in any case, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.